What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Black Myth Wukong. I have been told not to backtrack yet. The backtracking later will be better for me because wrong button. I will have better things to find secrets. So I guess we'll wait. I guess. Sure. Try to find secrets through the secret walls that are randomly in some places and not in others. But yeah, let's do this thing. Excited to be in a new chapter here. I'm still getting used to hearing my muffled voice as well. When I'm talking with my new headset, but that's okay. Oh, also, I told you guys, that's right. I was going to read these Yaoguais when we got here this time. So let's do that, shall we? Supporter Monk. Strength unused with no place due, lifting stones a task askew, eyes so bright yet lost in haze, an empty gaze lost in self's maze. In the past century, the craftsmen building the Grand Hall in the New West frequently encountered strange occurrences, leading many to quit. Curious one craftsman sought out the abbot, reputed to be a high monk, for answers. The abbot, without hesitation, led him to the great pagoda, where he revealed the Lantern Warden. The craftsmen were terrified, having heard tales of Yaoguais in their youth, but never having seen one. At that moment, a wondrous sound echoed through the great pagoda, and the Lantern Warden emitted a blinding light, causing the craftsmen to lose their sight. They cried out in despair. The abbot smiled and said, "To see the truth, one must be willing to sacrifice even sight. You might as well stay here in this temple and practice the path to ultimate bliss with me. Perhaps you will have the chance to transcend and reach the Buddha's realm." Realizing they were now blind and unable to find work, the craftsmen decided to abandon their secular life and join the temple. They asked the abbot how they should practice, and he replied, "Whatever you are skilled at, practice that." The craftsmen, known for their great strength, decided to pursue the enlightenment through martial arts. Despite their blindness, they trained under the temple's overseeing monks. They tied large stones to iron chains and attached them to their wrists, lifting them daily. This also conveniently prepared the stones needed for the temple's construction. The abbot was pleased and appointed them as supporter monks, saving a considerable amount in labor costs. Got the cyan bat. Iron fork spear in hand, clothed in simple garb, humble did he stand. Deep woods, a world of white, a perfect hunting land in sight. In the past, there was a butcher named Wang in Shangyong village, orphaned at a young age. His mother couldn't support him, so he sent him to apprentice with a butcher at the foot of the mountain, where he honed his skills. One day, a wealthy family in town was celebrating a birthday and invited Wang to slaughter pigs and sheep. Pleased with his work, the host rewarded him with a leg of pork. Wang decided to bring the pork leg back to his mother and set off for the village that night. Halfway there, he saw a man by the roadside holding a hunting spear and wearing an old cloth shirt. The man called out, "Brother, I'm a hunter from the village, trapping rabbits down the slope. I'm afraid of ghosts at night. May I walk with you?" Wang nodded in agreement and they continued on their way. After a while, the hunter started a conversation. "Brother, have you heard? There have been reports of Yaoguais on this mountain path recently." Wang laughed. "What's there to fear about Yaoguais? I have a butcher's knife at my waist and a pork leg on my shoulder. If I encountered a Yaoguai, I'll swing the pork leg at it and chop it with my knife." The hunter forced a smile. After walking a bit farther, the hunter said, "Brother, you must be very skilled if you're not afraid of Yaoguais." Wang laughed again. "I've been slaughtering animals since I was born. One strike can hit the vital spot, and one chop can break bones and tendons." The hunter, annoyed, said, "How can you compare Yaoguais to animals?" Wang replied seriously, "There are no Yaoguais in this world. Those who uphold justice are heroes. Those who bully the innocent are simply foul beasts." The hunter, unsure how to respond, walked on in silence. As the village came into view, the hunter hesitated and said, "Since you're not afraid, why not turn around and look at me?" Wang had already suspected the hunter was a Yaoguai. He swung the pork leg, knocking the hunter to the ground, and raised his knife to strike. The Yaoguai, losing its composure, quickly spread its wings and flew into the air, spitting, "Today I met a tough one. Bad luck. Bad luck." With that, it fled immediately. They say the soft persimmons are easier to squeeze, hence it's better to be strong. Stand firm, and even Yaoguais will fear you a bit. And then next, we got kings. The Yellow Wind Sage. Endless yellow winds, sand stretch far afar, and the lands once more abundant, no homes there are. Half Gwai, half immortal, who can decide? Thief or sage, why would he mind? Firelight flickered over a table laden with food and drink. The second prince of flowing sand, sitting on the table, gnawed on what might have been half a haunch with relish. The king of flowing sand sat beside his son obediently. As someone who typically delighted in pointing out the missteps of others, he remained oddly silent during the feast. Even the tiger vanguard was on their best behavior. Watching the dimwit across from him gorging on the haunch, the tiger seemed to have no appetite. The yellow wind sage sat at his place of honor, one hand caressing the object resting on the table, the other of a bodhisattva, his eyes closed in silence. paw. I need more. The sudden shout from the second prince set all hearts hammering. His paw, the king of flowing sands, glowered and hissed, "Shut it." Then he scrambled to his knees and pleaded for forgiveness. "A trifle is all." Yellow Wind Sage rested his hand atop the head of Ling Ji, then stood. "With my master's most prized vessel in my grasp, I can surely absorb that thing. I mean to enter secluded meditation, starting today. I have appeased these old rascals from above, yet it would be wise to remain discreet." "If you're seeking seclusion, master," fawned the king of flowing sands, "my people and I would be honored to camp outside the cave and stand guard beside you." Beside me, the sage gazed at his master's head and rejected his offer immediately. "No, you'll move to the ridge. I will be setting the yellow wind formation. Let no one disturb me." "If there is urgent news, master, how shall we bear it unto you?" The king cried out. The yellow wind pointed at the tiger vanguard. "Have your rock brothers raise paths of sand, each with a gate locked by a secret tally. You two vanguards will each hold a tally." Before Tiger Vanguard knelt to thank the sage for this weighty charge, the king interjected anxiously. "But master, we rats have never gotten along with those cats. If they hold the wind sage didn't want to listen at all. He picked up the Buddha head and interrupted. "All of you withdraw. Do not disturb me until the very sky collapses." And then characters. Bodhisvatta Lingji. "From emptiness desires arise, bringing strife. From compassion lust grows, vast as life. Past joys turn to future regrets. Cleanse the heart, let go as the wind sets." The reason behind Bodhisattva's Lingji's beheading were widely debated. Tiger Vanguard put it this way: "How could we mere followers dare to discuss the master's affairs? However, I once heard my father mention that our master despised the bod of some sort, their so-called master-disciple bond. To me, it was more about merely seeking protection. Being a Yaguai, you've got to be pragmatic. Immortals and Buddhas don't show mercy. It's all about your mutual benefit." The king of flowing sand seems to know more details. "Years ago, when master helped my humble kingdom avert disasters, I caught a glimpse of that big beetle. It had a Buddha on its head on its back, identical to the one master beheaded. Alas, everyone in my kingdom turned into rats later. Master said it was a calamity he brought upon us and left with his followers. I know he didn't want to leave. He always wanted Yaguais to live dignified lives." The second prince was terse. "Master, not bad. The bod deserved it." Ma Tiamba passed through, sighed, and said, "An oil-stealing rat climbs high only if someone sets up a ladder. The yellow wind sage had only one more comment about the matter. Those who bring disaster upon others will have disaster brought upon themselves. If not by me, then by someone else." And what else do we snag in the last episode? Metal material, longevity decoction, and then some pieces to put into place. Relics, we got this one, which we get to choose what it does. Slightly extends invincibility duration of the first move of all varied combos. Narrows the window of rock solid deflection. Yeah, let's do the temporary increases attack after a perfect dodge. I like that. We're kind of going more on just being able to do attacks. Oh, and, sorry, one more thing. We only have one spark, never mind. Alright. I know that was a lot of reading. I probably lost quite a few of you during that, but those of you who stayed to listen, right on. Boss already? Oh wait, are you one of those... Was that guy we saw in the first act that like ran away from us and then we picked up the item? Maybe. You don't concern me. What we got? Frozen corpse. Wisdom's lamplight season span. Time flows like water through our hands. Snow and wind obscure the way. Achievements drift like bubbles grand. The temple rule states new monks entering the temple may receive a new kasaya. One day, Master Non-Void joyfully welcomed a new disciple and personally led him to the storeroom to fetch a kasaya. The young disciple found that the kasaya was made of a single layer of cloth, hardly adequate for the snowy mountains. He asked, "Master, this thin kasaya seems suitable for summer. Could I exchange it for a woolen one?" Non-Void shook his own kasaya and said, "This one I wear is the same as the one in your hands, only more ornate. With the Buddha's wisdom in your heart, you shall fear the cold no more." The young disciple, still doubtful, asked, Master, I saw many seniors frozen to death by the roadside. Non-void replied calmly. Their understanding was shallow and minds unsteady, yet you are different. I can see that you have the potential to comprehend the Buddha's wisdom. The young disciple, feeling proud, happily followed his master back with the Kasaya. Not long after, another frozen corpse appeared outside the temple gate. As the non-void let his new disciple past, the young disciple asked, Master, did these seniors all freeze to death? Non-void continued walking slowly and said, Fear not, my disciple. They lacked piety and wisdom, but you are different. Oh, you don't say. Hey, now. Oh, so they swing after they go down. Alright, good to know, good to know. You guys think I didn't see that one, but I did. How dare you? If you get them before they start attacking, you can take them out in one combo. Even less than one full combo, honestly. Why don't you make any medicines with the stuff you pick up? Because I'm stupid. You tricked me. Now, he threw something. I don't know if like we can pick it up or not. I think it was just like some fruit he was eating. But if we could pick it up, I'd be remiss not to come back and look for it, right? Doesn't look like we can, okay. Fair, fair, fair. Alright, which one of you is real? Don't get hit by the death swings. Oh, we can see that one actually breathing. That was actually funny to watch. A curio, really? Huh. What do we get? In the chilled state, moderate increases crit. So if we can become chilled, then we could do that. Interesting. What do we get here? Increases just straight up attack. Stamina recovery. It's only slightly. I wonder if there's like a better... There's got to be like a better crit one, right? That says like moderately, I would imagine. I hear you. Is it a boss? Yeah. The Macaque Chief? Nah, not happening, bud, sorry. Definitely not what I was trying to do. That's what I was trying to do. Did you see me jump over his thing there? That was sick. Oh, also, stop that from happening. But I didn't beat him. Yeah, I didn't finish him off. And it sounded like, I don't know if there's a directional sound, but it sounded to me like he came from back here with that. Unless I got my new headphones on backwards. Didn't it sound like that to you guys? And maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, it looks like I'm kind of crazy. Whatever. First try. I want to watch more of CoCarnage playing this game, or anybody playing this game, really. I haven't even watched through like the first boss yet of anyone else. So I really want to see some more. See if they've done things that I haven't done and stuff like that. I'm sure they've leveled differently, because I'm leveling, I think, in maybe a little weird of a way. But I really like to see how other people are doing it, or how other people are finding things that I might have missed. I like to play content as much as I like to consume content by watching, so I'm very torn with what to do with my time half the time. Yeah, I see ya. Actually, a way to go. It is. What you got for me? Silk. Refined sand. Dang it. I mean, that's fine. It's probably better than silk. I just like trying to guess it. Only complaint I've had with this game so far is not knowing where invisible walls may or may not be. Okay, that was rude. I can't even credit knowing that was coming. Let's read about him. A Yaksha patroller. In the mountains high above, a fiend blocks the way, with a hideous visage and a crooked blade and sway. As the wind howls wildly, souls seem to fade. For life's last salvation, be swift and do evade. The Yakshas who migrated from the west had a great fondness for meat. Fortunately, New Thunderclap Temple did not hold a strict rule against eating meat, which delighted the Yakshas who sought refuge there. All the Yakshas in the mountain aspire to become patrollers, not only because of the uniquely designed large sword that looked particularly imposing and could fly back to its owner with great precision, but also because patrollers guarded the outer mountain and always had access to fresh meat. One day, the Yakshas gathered together, drinking blood, eating meat, and reveling in their merriment. Their ruckus behavior soon became known throughout the temple. The overseeing monks who adhered to ascetic practices and only ate food not of the flesh were displeased. They carried a large pot to the Yakshas. When the Yakshas peered into the pot, they saw only radishes and greens, and their appetite waned. One Yaksha derided them. "Do you think eating this will help you gain a deeper understanding of Dharma? How shallow." Another added, "Our master said that to achieve ultimate bliss, one should not restrain one's desires." Hearing this, the supervising monks replied, "My desire is to promote virtue. If I cannot persuade you, I too shall be unable to achieve ultimate bliss." Thus both sides argued heatedly, without reaching a conclusion. Alas, eating what one likes and saying what one wants are not inherently wrong. However, one's happiness should not disturb others, and one should never derive pleasure from judging those perceived to have transgressed. In this case, both sides were at fault. Goodbye. And a Spock for us, which means, I think you guys know what this means. Load it in. Also, go ahead and check out, rock solid. Cool, great. I know there was more back the other way, but like, this was the first path. So we go down that way. Oh god, everything's splitting again. It's gonna be like a battle through all the guys. Fair. Chill. Okay. That was acceptable. I didn't get to practice on him when it was easier, when there was only one, when there was only him and one other guy. And so now I'm regretting it a little bit. You know what? Just chill. Goodbye. I win. Call that a fight? I can't even stop from getting frozen. Millennium ginseng. Oh, hello there. I did not see you. And bottle refilled. Fantastic. Loot from a big chest. So you're telling me this leads into nothing right now? Okay. At least we eliminated a direction because of that. I hear you over here. Just one? I am very surprised I didn't dodge either of those hits. Like, very surprised. But I'll take it. Tiny piece of gold. Always out here expecting, you know, an invisible wall. And then when there's not, I'm like, okay, I can go this way, I guess. I don't want to go off to the right here, because I feel like that's the path that we would have came from. Had we gone forward instead of to the left previously in the town. Well, in the beginnings of, like, a town. I guess not. Alright, we can continue looking around through here then. Gonna be another boss over here? Maybe. Maybe there's nothing over here. Oh, there's something.
Faith and devotion, quite the notion. Yet how many can claim a mind so pure,
hello, bird.
still and sure? Look at you, through the heavy snow you roam, desiring that thing, no doubt. I read your fortune before you came. Care to hear? Act not and be still, thy gifts art thy ill. If you seek your own end, I shall not stop you. I, the Keeper of the New West, welcome the Destined One. Now fly!
I am Bat. I don't believe I'm controlling this right now. We definitely missed some stuff back there. Pretty good environment so far. Taking it in as we fly here, just chilling.
See that temple on
Thanks,
the lake?
Weird Bird.
Therein lies the thing you seek. The lord of this land is away. Seize it now and leave.
Thank you, I guess. It's like that's gonna be all of chapter 3 is just walk over there and finish it. That'd be wild, wouldn't it? Definitely go ahead and rest. Oh, and let's see what that new spirit is showing. Slightly increases critical hit chance of jump heavy attacks. So I know he said go to the center of the lake, blah blah blah, but what's over here? There you will find what you seek. First, I'd like to find what I don't seek. Which are these plants? That won't be plants, they'll be people. Sit down. Oh, jeez. He made like roots that are slowing me. Alright. I see you. Which ones are frozen? Which ones aren't? Just lock on to find out. If you don't think I'm breaking every single one of these frozen dudes and non-frozen dudes, you haven't been paying attention. I love how you can actually really tell which one's frozen and which one's not. One more non-frozen one. Loot for me? You shouldn't have. Cold iron leaves and a mind core. Oh, mind core's sick. Is anything or just a different colored log? Just a different colored log. Don't worship at that. It's not worth it. There's a meditation point. Everybody just watching, it's like, just go there this episode. Nah, y'all are gonna have to end up waiting because it's already almost the end of the episode. Just take that time to meditate for yourself as well, friends. Get yourself a spark in life. Alright, now we gotta explore the right side. And just for you guys, I will try to do the right side this episode, so as not to have to break it up. you get down, please? All right. Well, fair. Okay, you're being a dick. There we go. Just for you guys, I'll try to do the right side this episode so you don't have to wait, and then we can just do the middle next time. I like to get as much in here for you guys as I can sometimes. Sometimes that works out. Sometimes it doesn't. What is? Celestial pairs. Better than celestial singles, I guess. Ooh, a little bit of extra damage there, it felt like. I think the celestial pairs were the big thing over on this side if I had to guess. That is what it looks like. I think there is one more guy though. I feel like I saw him. There he is. Bonk. All right, everybody. I think that's gonna do it for this one. Let's go ahead and toss those skill points into you guys know what. As always. And that's gonna do it for me. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.